All right, it wouldn't let me respond directly to her comment, so I had to comment and then make a video on that. But the question was, what if I have like a 1 hour window and my kids won't play with the same thing for a whole hour? And I'm not sure if she watched the entire video. If it's you, answer me and let me know, because in the video, that's what I'm explaining, is that typically your classroom's going to have 2 tables. Maybe your classroom has 3 tables, depending on how many kids you have. But each table is going to have a different activity that goes along with your monthly theme. And you're going to keep that activity all week long, and every week that's going to rotate. So out of this morning time, let's say at this table, you're playing with, I think this week on the curriculum, it's building houses for dinosaurs. So you're going to have some magnet tiles and some dinosaurs. Your kids are going to play with that at that table, or you can even have it set up on the floor if it's easier because they're building, for 15 to 20 minutes during this morning time. At the other table, they're going to be doing the other activity, and I think maybe it's like matching dinosaurs alphabet. Like there's these little dinosaurs that you can match, or you can make your own game that I have with the template that I provided for you if you're following with my curriculum. Let's just say, so this table's doing one activity, this table's doing this activity. They're playing for 15 minutes. All of the kids playing at their table or the floor with that activity. Then after 15 to 20 minutes, then you're going to switch it up. So these kids are going to play with this now, and these kids are going to play with this. So they're not playing with the whole thing for a whole hour. They're at the most playing with the one item for 15 to 20 minutes. Now, for some little kids, that's a long time too. But we also know that kids need to have time to really get into these things, to get creative with that. So we're going to give them a job, like an objective with it. Like for instance, you're giving them magnet tiles, you're giving them some dinosaurs, you're showing them how to build houses for the dinosaurs, but then you are leaving them with it. They might build houses for dinosaurs for 5 minutes, and then they might start building other stuff. That's when their creativity comes in. So you want something that has a direction, but is also open-ended, but they're only doing it for like 15 to 20 minutes max, and then you're switching it up. If you have kids for 1 whole hour during that time, and you do what I'm saying, that equals at the most 45 minutes. That's still another 15 minutes. That other 15 minutes, I'm sure you don't have that many kids at the very, very beginning before all of the kids start coming in at drop-off. Or at that last part, I'm sure for the majority, most of your kids are already there, and now you can get started with your day. So whichever end, I would end up tacking in something else. Maybe you have a free choice at the beginning of the day because there's hardly any kids there and they get to go play where they want to play in their centers. The whole reason and purpose behind having some sort of activity for them to do is, for one, when they come in, if they are the type of kids that get sad or upset leaving their moms, it gives them something fun to go do. But it also doesn't set the stage for the day of having just open free play all over the place, and it's crazy and chaotic because everybody's already getting started playing and pulling everything out. If you have a long period of time where you only have partial of your kids, this is a great time to do some of those small group activities, some of those artsy things that you don't want to do with an entire class, the handprints, painting, sensory stuff. These are great things to do with the younger kids, but we want them to be involved in something off the bat. We want to use our time wisely. I hope that answered your question. And if you need ideas for what to put at the table in the mornings or as your morning table activity, then go ahead and comment EEC. And I'll send you over some information so you can try out my lesson plans free for a week, where I show you what this would look like and give you the ideas so you don't have to come up with it yourself.